top focus story is this shocking moment from the Oscars. Just minutes ago, Oscars were ground to a shocked silence after Will Smith smacked Chris Rock on stage after the comedian made a joke about Smith's wife. Take a look.
All right. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name.
I'm going to, okay?
All right, let's go across to Rohit Khilani. Rohit, social media is absolutely abuzz with this one clip. People are shell-shocked with what happened on stage.
Absolutely, Rishika. Not just social media. Can't imagine what it must be for the people present in that auditorium. You know, all the contemporaries, all the people who are friends with, who have common friends with both of them. Clearly, Chris Rock thought it's a good joke, and he even said it that it's a good joke. He pulled it off, but clearly within seconds things turned very ugly. Someone walking on an Oscar stage, slapping the host who's comparing that segment, has never happened before. This has not even happened, I don't think, anywhere in the world. We have not seen this in India. We have so many award functions. But there's some seriousness to this. This will, Rishika, spark off a debate. Till what point one can and should make jokes? Making jokes about someone who has health condition, is that okay? So clearly, Will Smith standing by the side of his wife who has health issues and hair loss, and Chris Rock cracking a G.I. Jane joke on a huge public platform. Clearly there was this was a mess up. They should have, I don't know how writers of these jokes can anticipate how a person will react. But this will go down, Rishika, in Oscars history, and sadly, this is going to be the talk of the entire Oscars. There were people who were awarded, there were big films, Dune won so many awards, Jessica Chastain just won the Best Actress award. Everything is overshadowed with this one incident. And after that, Will Smith wins the Best Actor award for King Richard. Everybody was listening carefully to that speech, that will he apologize?
Yes.
He did end the speech while saying that, let's see if the Academy invites me again, but that was clearly not an apology.
Well, Rohit, I'm going to, whole bunch of questions really, and to sort of put this entire thing in context, what really were the health issues? What was that joke that really got Will Smith so very upset? But once again, I just want to play out for our viewers, what really happened on stage. Let's just look at that clip again.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me. Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name.
I'm going to, okay?
All right. So, in case you missed what happened, that's exactly what happened at the Oscars. For anybody who initially believed, Rohit, that this was actually all pre-planned and scripted, I think Will Smith, by not apologizing or clarifying on that, and just ending his winning acceptance speech by saying that I hope Oscars invites me back, has pretty much set the record straight on that one, that he was upset with the joke that was cracked about his wife. He didn't take it kindly. There's, of course, an abuse there also, which we've beeped out at the moment. But, what was this joke that really got him so riled up?
He called her G.I. Jane, and that's something that he thought was very funny. She suffers from a hair loss condition, and she's openly spoken about it in the past. So clearly, this was not a joke that went down well with, initially there is a reaction of Will Smith smiling. It even took him a few seconds to understand what Chris Rock is saying. And soon after he realized what this was, maybe he saw, I'm not sure, but maybe he saw his wife's expression, maybe he saw other people laughing, and he lost his fuse and walked up on stage and just slapped the host, Chris Rock. This is something we, nobody would have imagined, and clearly this is something that will be the talk of the day, will be the talk of Oscars for many years to come.
Well, absolutely, and it's really taken the sort of thunder away from the winners, the losers, everything that happened at the Oscars. I mean, Will Smith, after that slap, has gone on to win the Best Actor award as well, and very little is actually being said about that. So while we keep that clip on, also, Rohit, what are the big headlines from the Oscars?
Right, the biggest headline we've just discussed for the past few minutes, and then the big headlines are obviously the winners. That is Will Smith for King Richard, who was in tears while giving his speech soon after slapping someone else, and of course Jessica Chastain, the Best Actress award, where she was absolutely terrific, and of course Dune, nominated for many films, and but won quite a few. Till I was counting, it did win 4 awards. So Oscars going as expected, apart from this one ugly turn.
All right, and we're of course also going to play out Will Smith's acceptance speech in just a moment when we have that clip. Because like Rohit was saying, importantly, he hasn't come out and apologized or clarified on anything. He just ended it by saying, I hope the Oscars invites me back. Rohit?
Right, that speech was being watched very carefully, very closely. Even, I was watching it thinking that there will be an apology. Somewhere he apologized, but that apology was for him breaking down and crying while receiving the award. It was not for Chris Rock. It was not for what he did just few moments earlier. And then the end of the speech came where he said, with a smile, hope the Academy invites me again. And there were also moments where you can see him smiling and sitting and, enjoying the award function as if nothing happened. But something really big did happen.
Well, something really big has happened, and now of course social media is abuzz with what happened. Many people actually believe that this was some kind of a pre-scripted stunt, but it wasn't. This was actually Will Smith, who was really angered by the joke that Chris Rock made about his wife's health condition, and he actually walked up on stage and smacked him right there. There's also now, a lot of people tweeting about what happened in the commercial break. Apparently, Will Smith was, pulled aside and comforted by Denzel Washington, etc. So a lot of buzz around what really happened. There's also a tweet that's actually saying that, Jada was seen crying. She was really upset.
Right. So, obviously lots happened. Also, there's a wipe in Will Smith's speech. So there's also talk about, was the speech cut? Did he say something more? So lots being said, these are the things Indian audience is used to, because there are a lot of gigs and planned gigs with superstars on stage. Shah Rukh Khan has done many of these, cracked jokes on people, and there were actors who got upset. I remember there was an event where Shah Rukh Khan cracked a joke about Neel Nitin Mukesh's big name, and Neel Nitin Mukesh got up and got really upset, and people were wondering for a very long time whether this is something real. So Indian audience is used to these kind of award functions, but the Academy Awards and their audience is definitely not used to any of this.
All right. Well, thanks very much, Rohit, for joining us. We're, of course, going to continue to track that story very closely. And like Rohit said, this is something that's now ignited a huge debate on just how far can you stretch a joke. Will Smith walking up and hitting the host on stage. So a lot of reactions coming in at the moment. We'll of course continue to track all those details very closely. Thanks, Rohit, for joining us.